5'3" junior guard number 12, Vivian Nelson. 5'4" junior forward number 24, Leanne Miller. 5'4" junior guard number 30, Mary Diedrich. 5'6" senior center number 32, Kim Buckle. 5'6" junior forward number 40, Julie Lee. 5'4" junior forward number 44, Vianne DeMars. 5'6" sophomore forward number 50, Nancy Hippen. 5'4" senior guard number 52, Brenda Toohey. 5'9" sophomore center number 54, Deanne Overly. And now let's meet the non-starters for the Lake City Tigers. 5'8" junior guard number 11, Jill Weber. 5'9" junior forward number 13, Julie Orthaus. 5'6" junior guard number 15, Tammy Seward. 5'5" junior guard number 23, Judy Detmer. 5'8" junior guard number 25, Jane Weber. 5'6" junior guard number 33, Jody Detmer. 5'7" senior forward number 41, Janet Yotter. 5'8" senior forward number 43, Lisa Christians. 5'10" sophomore center number 53, Lisa Heitman. 5'8" junior center number 55, Def Steppenhagen. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First from Benson at forward, number 20, Sandy Goff. From Lake City, number 31, Beth Blee. At forward from Benson, number 42, Sue Bodger. From Lake City, number 45, Janine Municky. At center for Benson, number 34, Michelle Gies. For Lake City, number 51, Kay Solars. At guard for Benson, number 14, Mary Hansen. From Lake City, number 21, Amy Schreiber. At guard from Benson, number 22, Vicky DeBoer. From Lake City, number 35, Shannon Springer. Coaching the Benson Braves, Brady Lip. The Lake City Tigers, Sean Sweeney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to stand and join in singing as the Lake City High School Band, under the direction of Steve Ritzenthaler, leads us in the Star-Spangled Banner. officials for this game are Jerry Gilbert and Chuck Eager. On the scoreboard, Benson is the visitor.
All right, you just heard the public address announcer, Dick Stanford, giving the starting lineups. And we have the national anthem. We're ready to go. The officials are Chuck Everett from Battle Lake and Jerry Dobert from Detroit Lakes. Lake City and Benson. Lake City 19-4. The Tigers. Benson 17-6. The Braves. Benson in the lighter colored uniforms, actually yellow, Lake City in orange. And the tip is controlled by Benson. That's Mary Hansen. And now they have a turnover right off the bat, and it'll go the other way. Inbounding, Beth Blee forward. We've just opened up play. Double-A will be starting in about 10 minutes at the Minneapolis Auditorium. We have a crew there trying to go down under to Kay Solars. Ball picked off. Benson with 389 students. Lake City with 355. Shot up, no good. Rebound is pulled out of there by number 45, Janine Municky from Lake City. Lake City coached by Sean Sweeney in his 4th year. They're in the Hiawatha Conference. Feed at the free throw line. Getting a pretty good shot off. No good. That was Beth Blee. The rebound pulled off by Benson. Both teams getting one shot. The defensive boards being worked pretty well here in the early going. We've just opened up play. No score. 7:10 left to go first quarter. The first of 8 games we'll be bringing you today. Many of the games going on simultaneously, so we'll be cutting back and forth. Into the front court is Hansen. That's Vicky DeBoer. Faking and firing it, no good. That was Boger. Rebound pulled out of there by Hansen. She goes out on top, sets it up. Knocked out of bounds. Benson will inbound. Grady Lipp is the coach of Benson in his 2nd year. They're in the West Central Conference. All alone, no good. The foul is on number 51, Kay Solars.
Fouls on number 31, Beth Blee, first personal, first team foul. At the line for Benson, number 42, Sue Hodger, shooting 2.
Check it, the foul was on Beth Blee. Scoring. The free throw is good by Sue Bodger. First point of the tournament right there. Number 42, Sue Bodger, a forward 5'9", averaging about 16 a game. 2-0 Benson. Lake City quickly into the front court. Shot no good by Blee, and it'll go to Benson.
We're seeing both teams in a person-to-person. The press is now being put on by Lake City. They'll continue with the full court person-to-person, and once they get down to the other end, keep that up.
Benson working the ball down the lane, a shovel shot, DeBoer, and pulled out of there by Lake City. Benson leading 2-0. Shot from the free throw line is no good. Rebound is up and good by number 45, Janine Municky. And we're tied up at 2. There's a shot down under. Pretty good maneuvering on the boards by Michelle Gies, and Benson leading 4-2.
Benson did a nice job that time breaking the press and going down for the easy shot underneath.
Lake City inbounding. The ball was knocked out. That's Beth Blee who'll trigger it in. Amy Schreiber, 5'6" senior. All of these teams, their first tournament appearance. No basket. Traveling before the shot on Janine Municky.
Traveling violation, Braves ball out of bounds.
I'll tell you, Lake City giving them no breathing room. They're down covering their inbound play at the far court. Working it in the front court is Mary Hansen. They're whipping that ball around quickly, trying to get down under. Driving shot, no good by Bodger. And a jump ball is going to be called. Mary Hansen of Benson jumping against Kay Solars of Lake City. Fast break, Lake City. Driving is Shannon Springer, and Shannon on St. Patrick's Day lays it in, and we're tied at 4.
How appropriate.
There's a shot up and in down the lane.
We're seeing two teams here with a similar style of play. Both of them will be pressing, both of them will be running.
Getting credit for that last basket was Sandy Goff in heavy traffic. Here's a shot. It is up and good, and she was fouled. Working on a three-point play will be Kay Solars.
Basket is good by number 51, Kay Solars.
We're going to watch the replay here. Watch how Solars does a nice turnaround jump shot and gets fouled in the act of shooting. She'll get a chance for a three-point play here.
Foul on number 34, Michelle Gees.
Solars on the line shooting one.
First foul here. We're tied up. Free throw is good. And a timeout on the floor with the score. Lake City 7, Benson 6. Our first encounter, Lake City leading by 1 point over Benson. Here at the Met Sports Center, Tom Reither along with Coach Judy Johnson. And we remind you we have another crew at the Minneapolis Auditorium covering the AA games, Randy Shaver and Jeff Passold, and we will be going to them when their games get underway, which should be at any time. Full court press by Lake City. I mean a full court, they're putting pressure on the ball. Well, they lofted that pass into DeBoer. She tries to hit on a bounce pass down under to Michelle Gees, knocked out of bounds. Benson will inbound. 4:32 remaining, first quarter. Lake City leading 7-6. First tournament appearance by every team in Class A. Out on top is Hansen. That's Goff. High pass, pretty good block in there by Kay Solars, and it'll go the other way. Now Benson's going to say, all right, you do that to us, we'll do it to you. Full court press by Benson on Lake City. We're going to have a close ball game here. You just sense it, these teams with similar records. Benson with the ball. During the season, Benson averaged 46 points a game. Lake City averaged 51.
I think they're also similar in that a lot of people did not pick them from the regions to be in the state tournament.
Shot is no good. Now let's go over to Minneapolis Auditorium and Randy Shaver. Passold. On one fast break. Nifty bounce pass. Shot up and good. By Christians. Here's a shot now to the right corner. No good by DeBoer. Rebound is good. I think that was number 42, Sue Bodger. Rather 34. Michelle Gees gets the basket. 15-13. Lake City by 2. They have the ball.
Both teams have kept up this frantic pace of person-to-person defense and pressing throughout the first quarter.
That was Janine Muniche. And it's 17-13, and time will run out. That shot will not count if it goes. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Lake City 17 and Benson 13. We are back live now at the Met Sports Center. Tom Reither along with Coach Judy Johnson. Lake City leading by 4 as we're ready to open up the second quarter. By the way, Benson has won 11 straight games. Close out their regular season. Of course, that includes play in the districts and the regionals. They're out of district or region number 3. Here's the tip-off, and the second quarter is underway. Boy, Lake City, they like to charge for the bucket. Shot was no good. And they're giving that to Kay Solars. Averages about 8 a game. Knocked out of bounds. Benson will inbound.
Nice block shot on that.
Inbounding was Goff. Cross-court pass, working against that zone. Trying to feed it. Hard to feed inside when you have that kind of a defense in Lake City with the basketball and a 6-point lead. They like to go for the basket. It'll go the other way.
That was Janine Municky that had trouble hanging onto the ball there. Again, we see the full court press by Lake City.
Not what you would call a tenacious press, but they're just letting them know they're there.
They're telling them, we're going to bug you the whole game and see how you do by the fourth quarter.
Lake City leading by 6. We have 7:05 remaining. Traveling is called. Had it gone, it wouldn't have counted.
Traveling violation, Lake City goal.
Well, now we see Benson has dropped off, and they're going to let Lake City take the ball down the court. They've gotten burned a couple times on the press, so now they're going to take it off for a while.
In the right corner, that's Solars, and it's picked off. Pass gets away, and it goes back. Beth Blee. Look at this, stolen again. Driving, scoring is Vicki DeBoer.
Vicki DeBoer is only 5 feet tall, but she's quite the basketball player.
She averages 7 a game, so she knows what it's like to get the ball in the hoop. Jump shot bounces around. Pretty good touch. Beth Blee. Now let's go to AA at the Minneapolis Auditorium. Still have a tight ball game. Benson driving on the fast break. They trail by 4. Now it's only 2. That was Mary Hansen right there. Averaging about 11 a game. 21-19. Lake City, they have the ball. The Lake City Lincoln Tigers and the Benson Braves.
We couldn't ask for a better first round game here. It's been back and forth and back and forth. Nice shooting, some good defense out there.
Good feed down under that ball. Look at that great touch. The shot is good by Kay Solars, and a good feed on that by Beth Blee. Lake City leading 23-19. You're looking at Kay Solars, 5'11" junior, averaging about 8 a game. They say 8.1 per game.
Kay also leads the team in rebounds with 258 for the season.
The rebound on the missed shot is no good, and that time it's pulled off by Benson. Really handling some tough traffic is Sue Bodger. Well, Lake City, they will not give you 3/4 of the court. You're going to have to work your way into the front court. We're down to 4:30 left to go in the first half. 23-19, Lake City leading. Out of the left corner, the ball bounces around, goes off. That shot by Bodger. And Lake City with it again. Judy, so far, Lake City is really giving Benson basically one shot.
They've done a nice job on the boards, and you're right, that's all they're allowing them is that one shot.
Shot from the right side, a swisher. Up there, but you're looking at it right there, number 21, that's Amy Schreiber. 5'6" senior guard. And Lake City leading 25-19. We have a foul out near the timeline. Going to be called on number 35, Shannon Springer. There's a timeout on the floor with the score, Lake City 25, Benson 19. This is the first of 8 games. As a matter of fact, the second game has already started with the AA contest over at Minneapolis Auditorium. Rochester John Marshall playing Chaska right now. They're involved in a pretty good ball game here. We have a 6-point lead being held by Lake City with 3:58 left to go in the first half.
Lake City got here a little bit unusual manner. They had 2 tough games in the semifinals and the finals. In the semifinals, they won over Austin Pacelli by 1, and they beat Zambroda, whom they had lost to 2 times earlier in the season for the finals.
Benson trying to cut that lead, and they get 2 of them back right there. Sue Bodger with great touch. Averages, as we said, about 16 a game. Benson with a chance to come within 2, and they do. That young lady right there scored. That's Michelle Gies. 2-point lead, Lake City, 25-23. Fast break, 2-on-1, driving. Good defensive play by Sue Bodger of Benson, and they have a chance to tie it up.
Benson's trying to throw off Lake City a little bit by changing the press. Occasionally they'll press, then they'll drop off and let Lake City relax, and then they'll put on the pressure again.
The shot was no good. Attempted in there by Benson. This shot is good by Deadeye Sue Bodger. And we're tied up. Benson kicked the ball. Lake City gets it back. Inbounding is Beth Blee against the press. 2:55 remaining in the first half. Timeout on the floor with a score. Lake City 25, Benson 25. Ball game here. We're deadlocked at 25. Benson and Lake City. Lake City trying to get it in. Vicki DeBoer says no. She slaps it out of bounds. Lake City down along the Mississippi River, Lake Pepin area in the southeastern part of the state. Benson in the central west portion of Minnesota. And we're going to have a foul called on, I think.
Looked like Kay Solar's over the back on that.
Yeah, I think it is. Solar's got the call on the foul. Kay Solar's.
We're going to catch the replay here. You can see the shot goes up. And as they're getting into position for the rebound, you can see that for Benson, Michelle Gies does have position, and the foul goes to Kay Solars for reaching over the back. Right now, Benson's in the 1-on-1 situation.
1-on-1, that was the first foul on Solars, and the free throw rolls off. Lake City wastes no time. They want to get into that front court and get a play off before the defense can set up. When they're cut off, then they will move it back out on top and set up the play. Rebound by Solars. Well, I'll tell you, Lake City really getting the boards. And that shot is Lisa Heitman, who just checked into the game, a 5'10" sophomore. Lake City leading by 2. They drive. And a foul is going to be called on Benson, I believe number 14, Mary Hansen, for blocking.
We're going to catch the replay on this. Dribbling down the court, we see Heitman, and she gets fouled as she's going up. Lisa's only point in the final game against Zumbrota in the region finals was the 2 points to win the game.
Shot out of the left side is no good by Beth Blee. Lake City controlling those boards. Follow-up was no good by Solars. Here's a shot by Schreiber, is no good. They've had 3 shots at it now. That one does not make it. It was fired up by Beth Blee, and we have a foul called.
We're going to watch the replay here. I want you to watch Beth Blee, the way she uses her body to get into position and draw the foul.
Michelle Gies, third personal 15 foul. At the line, number 31, Beth Blee, she'll shoot 2.
Third foul on Michelle Gies, by the way. So she is now in foul problem.
I'm sure they'll put, yes, we see someone coming into the game for her now.
She checks out, and number 43, Lisa Christians, a 5'8" senior, comes in. At the free throw line, Beth Blee. Lake City leading by 2 points. 1:55 left to go here in the first half. It's a ball game. We thought it would be. Well, I'll tell you, they're just letting her all alone out there, Mary Hansen. She dribbled around, looked up, she said nobody around, took the shot. I think that call's going to go against Lake City. It will. Knocking it out of bounds was Lisa Heitman. Now let's go over to Double-A at Minneapolis Auditorium with Randy Shaver and Jeff Passold. Right, Randy and Jeff, here we have Lake City leading 27-25, 38 seconds left to go in the first half. We just had a foul called on Lake City's Kay Solars, her second foul. And at the free throw line for the Benson Braves, Sue Bodger. And coming in for the injured Beth Blee is Deb Steffenhagen, a 5'8" sophomore. Beth Blee injured a knee, had to be taken out of the ball game. Shot rolls off. Steffenhagen got the rebound. Will Lake City go for one shot? They lead by 2 points. They play a tenacious person-to-person defense. See, Judy, I'm learning that term from the last couple of years.
Very good, Tim.
There's a shot up by number 21. No good. That was Amy Schreiber. And Benson now with 15 seconds left in the half, and they can tie it up. Letting Hansen all alone out there, and traveling is going to be called. 7 seconds for Lake City to get a shot off here. Substitute coming in for Lake City. That is number 41, Janet Yoder. Checking out of the ball game is Lisa Christian. Obviously coming in with a play. 4 seconds. Desperation shot. No good. That last second shot fired up there by Janet Yoder, and that is the end of the first half, and a good one it's been with a score. Lake City 27 and Benson 25. Solars jumping for Lake City against Bodger, and Lake City with the ball. They lead here by 2. Second half underway. Shot from the free throw line and swish by Janine Muniche of Lake City, and they lead by 4. We've just opened up the second half. Lake City, 3-quarter court press.
Interesting, both teams are starting out in a zone defense in the second half. I'm wondering if they're just a little bit tired. That was an exciting first half of back and forth basketball.
Scramble for the ball. Lake City on a couple of occasions has switched defenses to confuse the offense, and at times that can work. Benson got an offensive rebound. They didn't get many of those in the first half, and that rebound is pulled out of there by number 53, Lisa Heitman, and Lake City with the ball. Benson quickly going back on defense. Lake City moving the ball around. Solars. That's what you have to do against the zone. Move the ball quickly, try to look for the open shot. It's almost impossible to thread the ball against the zone down under. Driving all the way and popping it in is Mary Hansen, averaging 11 a game, a senior guard, and it's 29-27. 2-point lead for Lake City. Now let's go to AA at the Minneapolis Auditorium. Andy and Jeff here. Lake City has taken a 37-29 lead, and Lake City getting set to inbound. We are in the third quarter, 3:41 remaining. Benson now realizing they're going to have to put pressure on the basketball to slow down Lake City's run, shoot, run offense. Oh, traveling. You can see that coming. Lisa Heitman turned around, and she ran right into a defensive player, and it'll go the other way. Benson trying to cut that lead. They trail by 8 points. Racing into the front court is Hansen.
Lake City has done a nice job in the third quarter forcing the turnovers in Benson, and Benson's a little bit troubled now what to do against this zone defense.
Did that bucket count? It was up, it was in, it's good. And the foul is called on Lisa Heitman. There you see the Lake City coach, Sean Sweeney, in his fourth year. What a name on St. Patrick's Day. Sean Sweeney, no less.
Must be a lot of Irish down in Lake City.
Coming for the three-point play and finding it is Sue Bodger. Or rather, Giese make that, and she has, or is that, oh, I'm sorry, Bodger with 15 points. Sue Bodger now with 15. And we have a foul out near the timeline going to be called on Benson. That is on number 20, Sandy Goff.
We're going to watch the replay on this. Lake City trying to bring the ball down the court. We see a long pass, and Sandy Goff comes over and just puts a hand in there.
Second foul on Goff. 3:10 left to go, third quarter, 37-32, Lake City by 5. Benson creeping back into it, holding up the hands on the zone, trying to keep that ball outside.
I think what we're going to see now is Lake City slow it down and say, Benson, we'd like to play you person to person. Come on out. And they're going to do that. You see Benson picking him up player to player.
Forcing him out of the zone. Shot from the left side is no good. The rebound is up and good by number 53, Lisa Heitman.
Basket by number 53, Lisa Heitman.
Lisa, who came in as a substitute, now with 6 points. Almost a steal. Hansen, their playmaker. 5'7", senior guard. Nancy Hippen into the ball game for Benson. That's her with the ball. She's a sophomore forward at 5'6". Trying to thread that ball inside. It almost got away. Shot is no good by Bodger. And that one is good. Hansen, Mary Hansen. And Benson trailing by 5. 39-34. A minute 50 left to go, third quarter. Racing front court, Springer. Nice bounce pass, and a foul is going to be called on Sue Bodger of Benson. They're looking at her, number 42. She just about had to do that. It would have been a sure 2 points.
Lake City has a nice 3-on-2 break coming down. You can see them bringing the ball down the center, which is where you want it. Makes a nice bounce pass off to the side, and Sue commits the foul if she's going to have to take the shot.
You're looking at Janine Muniche, 5'10". 39-34 is the score. Lake City by, or now rather 40-34 as they put the score up on the board. It is 40-34, 6-point lead. A minute 41 left to go. That shot, well, I'll tell you, they got a key rebound there by Janine Muniche.
That one hurt. After they made the first free throw, it was unfortunate they couldn't get the rebound on that, and that gave it a 3-point play for Lake City.
8-point lead for Lake City. Shot was no good. Fired up there by Vicki DeBoer, and Lake City now just giving them one shot, racing into the front court, trying to get a shot up before the defense sets up. That shot is good by Amy Schreiber. A 10-point lead for Lake City. Now let's go over to AA action at the Minneapolis Auditorium.
Thanks very much, Tom. 30
now. Tom Ryther along with Judy Johnson. Lake City has ballooned to a 10-point lead, 44-34. Benson trying to get back in it.
Lake City had just a tremendous third quarter, outscoring their opponents by 17-9.
How have they done it, Judy? How do you figure it out?
Well, Benson doesn't quite know what to do with the Lake City zone that they've switched to, and a lot of turnovers have been forced.
There's a fourth shot coming up by Mary Hansen, and that's pulled out of there by Lake City. A 10-point lead. The Lake City Lincoln Tigers, 19-4. Benson Braves, 17-6. A steal. DeBoer, will she make it? Doesn't get it. Good try, though, I'll tell you, all the way. The rebound pulled out of there by Lake City. Getting the rebound was Shannon Springer. We're down to 6:50 left to go in the game and a 10-point lead. Benson will get it back. A turnover by Lake City. Our next game here in Class A will be Janesville 20-2 against Wheaton 23-0. And over at AA it'll be Durham Hall 15-6 and Albany 20-2. DeBoer, nifty looking shovel pass, and the basket is good by Boger.
That was nice. A nice assist for DeBoer on that.
Bodger with 17 points. She has been the whole offensive show here for Benson. Lake City 2-on-1. The ball kerplunk over and in. That basket by number 35, Shannon Springer. Springer with 6 points. Again, Lake City with a 10-point lead. We're down to the 6-minute mark left to play. They opened up the lead late in the third quarter, and they are not giving it up, at least yet. A reaching and foul is called on Lake City's number 21, Amy Schreiber. And that for her is foul number 1.
We're going to watch this again. You can see that she doesn't quite get on the ball. She gets her on the wrist. That was Mary Hansen.
That was a foul by the scarcest of margins, you might say.
Good eyes by the official.
And the shot is up and good by Michelle Gies. 46-38. Lake City by 8. They have the ball against the Benson press. Lake City setting it up. They seem to be a little more content in the later stages of the game, especially with the lead, to slow it down. But during the earlier stages, they wanted to race it into the front court and get a shot fired up there. Amy Schrieber missed on that one, and Amy has the ball again. She had a notion, then fed off. That's Municky, and 3-second violation called on Lake City. Timeout on the floor with a score. Lake City 46 and Benson 38. 5 remaining in the game here. Lake City leading 46-38. Now let's go over to AA at the Minneapolis Auditorium. Suddenly, the lead is cut to 4 as Benson has stormed back. They trailed 46-42. Lake City with a basketball. We're in the final quarter with 3:44 remaining here in the opening game of the Class A tournament. Benson with a steal. They can pull to within 2. DeBoer driving and got it.
You have to like Benson. They've been down by 10 twice, and now they're back within 2.
Timeout on the floor with a score. Lake City 46, Benson 44.
You can see on the break, the long pass down the court. There's little Vicky DeBoer dribbling in, going up for the layup. 2 points. That puts the game back within 2. It's now Lake City 46, Benson 44.
I'll tell you, just a moment ago, Lake City, Judy, had the game in control. They led by 10, and suddenly, would you believe it, that lead is only 2.
I was thinking to myself how smart Lake City was playing. They were running when they should have been running. They were taking their time when they should have been taking their time on offense. And now Benson, who has not given up the whole game, they've been behind 6 points twice, 10 points another time. You've got to be impressed. They just hang in there.
They have the spirit of the Fighting Irish here on St. Patrick's Day. The Benson Braves just literally got off the floor. A steal, look at this. Edwards, no basket. No basket, that was Michelle Gies. Let's check the call.
That's Brady Lipp, the Benson coach. We're going to watch this again on the inbounds play. You can see Lake City trying to force it in. That's little Vicky DeBoer again, going in, passing it off, and she had the foul just before that.
Blee picked up the foul. Good to see her back in there. She was injured in the first half. That shot no good by DeBoer, and Lake City with the ball. They lead by 2. I think that time Benson would have been happy to not have had that foul call because they had scored, but it was committed before the shot.
Well, Blee's back in, but she's not moving real well. She's really favoring that left knee. You can see that it's taped up.
Lake City with a basketball, holding it high is 5'10", Lisa Heitman. We have a foul going to be called away from the ball. Is it going to be on Lake City? I think it is on Solars. It is. Her 3rd foul.
Sean Sweeney just can't believe the call.
Well, that look was worth 1,000 words. He didn't like the call. And the Benson coach, Brady Lipp, loved it. Benson can tie it up. They're having trouble getting it into the front court. They get it in. Hansen. Bodger's been their gun. That's her right there. Fires it up. No good. A foul call. And it's going to be against Lake City. I think it's on Heitman.
We're going to watch the replay again. You can see on the drive she pulls up and takes the shot. Heitman was the young woman who fouled her on that.
Second foul on Heitman, and to the free throw line is Sue Bodger.
Sean Sweeney has really gotten into the game. His sport coat is off. His tie is loosened up.
Bodger brings her team to within one. They trail 46-45. Bodger with 18 points.
Bodger's certainly not the player that you want to put up to the line. She's an excellent shooter.
Fires it up and it's tied up. Tied up.
Nice of her to prove me right.
Almost a steal, but Bodger stepped on the sideline. When you're hot, you're hot. Give it to the player who's canning the baskets, and in this instance, it is Sue Bodger, and apparently she does a lot of it. She averages 16 a game.
That's Brady Lip.
Driving into the front court, Lake City. It looked like they were on their way to a first-round win, and now here they are tied up. 2:29 left. Down under. Solar's a big basket. She has been tough for Lake City. Kay Solars with 13 points.
That'll really help Lake City. It's been quite a while since they've seen a field goal.
Bodger, they're looking for her all the time. That's her. Out on top to Hansen. As soon as the player gets the ball, Lake City closes in. They're giving them a little breathing room. Bodger, little off balance. Benson will get a big call right there for Benson.
That was a very important call. Benson getting the ball underneath their own basket.
The officials, Chuck Evert out of Battle Lake and Jerry Dobert from Detroit Lakes. 48-46. Lake City leading now to AA at Minneapolis Auditorium. All right, Randy, Benson had a chance to tie just a moment ago. They missed on a shot. The rebound was by Lake City, but Lake City just traveled. And Benson now with another chance to tie it up. Mary Hansen, we have 1:39 remaining. Hansen up, no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds by number 20, Sandy Goff. She was battling hard to get the ball. It slipped off her fingertips and went out of bounds. Benson on the press and a steal. The shot by Gies, no good. Rolls off the rim in Lake City with a big rebound, Shannon Springer. 48-46 Lake City by 2, and they have the ball. We have 1:20 remaining in the game. In regulation time, I better say.
So with the score and even numbers like that, it could be overtime.
Beating Solars. Traveling before the shot. Had it gone, it wouldn't have counted. Lake City on the press. We're down to the 1-minute mark. Benson 2 points down. They were trailing by 10 a little while ago. That's Gies. No good. She had a good shot. Scramble for the ball, and a big play there by Amy Schreiber of Lake City. That may have saved the game for Lake City. A foul is going to be called on Benson Sandy Goff. Her third foul.
Kind of an unusual time to take a foul here. They still have 45 seconds left in the game. We're going to watch the foul. You can see her dribbling down the court, and she just reaches in for the foul.
We have a timeout call. Let's go to AA at Minneapolis. Oh, Randy, exciting it is. Lake City is at the free throw line. That is number 35, Shannon Springer. Lake City leading. 48-46, 45 seconds left in regulation. Shot no good. Benson with a rebound. They can tie it up. Mary Hansen. Hansen and Bodger and Gies. Those are the three they've been going to get their points all season long. We're down to 30 seconds left. They want to get a percentage shot. They want to get fouled if possible. That's Bodger all alone. Got the rebound, and good, we're tied.
Wow. Tied up. How exciting. Timeout called.
Timeout is called. The official was doing an Irish jig on the floor, and I didn't know what he was doing, but he called a timeout. Let's go back to Randy and Jeff at the Minneapolis Auditorium. All right, Randy, 12 seconds remaining. Lake City with the ball, and we're tied up, 48-48.
Interesting situation here. We've got Benson pressing with 12 seconds to go. Oh,
now that's legal.
Play.
That's legal. You can do that. Benson with a steal. Lake City, now we're going to have a foul, I think, called with 9 seconds left.
Good play to get the ball inbounds inbounds by Lake City. An unfortunate foul. That was little Vicky DeBoer that got the steal in there, and she's been fouled. Talk about a pressure free throw.
Solar's got the call. And going to the free throw line will be number 22, Vicky DeBoer. Now let's go to AA at Minneapolis Auditorium. Timeout is called here.
All right.
It is mayhem here. Judy, you might explain that inbounds play, that where the player was moving around and gave it to the other player. You can do it.
After a made basket, whether free throw or field goal, you can run along the end line, or else you can pass along the end line before you pass it in. But you have to do it all in 5 seconds.
We're tied 48 all, 9 seconds left, and 5 feet tall, Vicky DeBoer at the free throw line. She got it.
Oh, what a free throw for Vicky.
5 feet tall.
The Benson bench. What's happening now is Sean Sweeney has called a timeout for Lake City, hoping to ice the free thrower, hoping that she'll lose her concentration now. They've got to go over all sorts of situations now on the different benches. What would happen if she makes this free throw? What happens if she misses the free throw? Lake City, of course, is concerned about getting the ball down the court as quickly as possible.
Well, you know, even if she makes a free throw and it's a 2-point lead, 9 seconds is still plenty of time to get a shot off.
It's lots of time. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Benson decides to put a press on if she makes the free throw.
And then if you put the press on, you're taking the chance that you can have a long bomb pass. The clock doesn't start until the player touches it in bounds. And so it's going to be a battle of the minds right down to the final gun.
Very interesting situation to see how each team handles it with 9 seconds left.
As you heard from Randy and Jeff, Rochester John Marshall advances to the AA girls semifinals with an impressive 51-34 win over Chaska today. Congratulations to the Chaska Hawks on an outstanding season as they now move into the consolation bracket of AA. Here we go, 5 feet tall, Vicky DeBoer, a junior guard. Benson, that's their first lead of the half.
Yes.
Here it is, in and out. Lake City with a chance to score a basket and win it. 5 seconds. Can they get a shot off? It is up. It is good by Municky, and it's all over.
What a shot.
Janine Municky does it for Lake City.
Oh, what a great finish to a game. She so coolly put that shot up. Well, obviously Lake City is very excited. Poor Benson has got to be disappointed after having such an excellent comeback.
Boy, I tell you, what a ball game.
Oh, that was exciting.
How can you beat having a game like that to open up the state tournament? Benson was down but not out. They trailed by 10. They came back and tied it up and then lost on a last second, and I mean literally last second shot. Judy, they couldn't have had much time at all. And that shot up by Janine Municky, who averages 11 points a game. She'll never forget those 2 points. Here it is.
We're going to watch again. They bring it down the court. It almost looked like they weren't going to get the shot off. Take their time. They pass it over. She puts it up. Janine Municky, what a hero, or heroine tonight.
What a ball game, and that is the end of our first Class A game. The final score, Lake City 50 and Benson 49. Very quickly, the scoring for Lake City. Springer 6, Municky 13, especially the big two coming at the end. Solar's 13. Blee had a couple, and Schreiber had 6 points, and Heitman had 6. For the courageous Benson Braves, came back, almost won it. Hansen had 8. Goff had a couple of points. DeBoer with 8 points. And those two big, or rather one big free throw there at the end of the game. Gies had 11, and Bodger, their big gun, with 21 points. But Judy, it all came down to Janine Municky's final shot.
I don't think I've ever seen a player look so cool, calm, and collected as she's putting up a shot like that. That Shannon Springer bringing the ball down the floor. And she's going to make a pass off to the left side over here to Janine Muniche. And Janine just looks at the basket, puts it up, and it's in. Look how excited she is.
Never forget that moment ever. And they are dancing in the streets of Lake City, and they were almost dancing in the streets of Benson. What a ball game. I have to pat these teams on the back. They gave us a grand opening Class A.